I'll let you in on a secret. There is a surefire way to achieve big goals. I'm not talking average goals, I'm talking big, life-changing, spine-tingling, turn your life around goals. Now, I'm not talking from theory, I'm talking from practice. I'm sharing the 6 steps that I took to get the house that I dreamed about for years. Now, goal setting is not goal getting. There's a lot of goal setting and manifesting strategies around, and I'm not saying they're not valuable. However, you want to share a process that somebody has already followed and has got them the big result. That's what we're here for, big life. Dreams come true. You've got a dream in mind, it's a big dream, and you're here to get it. It is done, it is dusted, it is yours. So do you have something big in mind already? Something that really gets you excited and would make a massive difference in your life and the life of those around you. So what is it? What sets your heart on fire? So please share it in the comments and let's get you that goal. I know this might sound strange, but this process means that you will be living from the future fulfilled. So in your mindset, your belief, your actions, it's from the future fulfilled. The goal has been achieved and you are working backwards to sort out the action steps you took to get it. So seriously, I live in the house that I dreamed about for years. I had it picked out for about 12 years. I live near the river and my house didn't have a river view, but there were houses along my street with a river view. So I critiqued all the houses and I thought, I don't really want to move, but if I could get that house, I would move. So when I found out the house was coming up for sale, you can imagine I was just like, yes, this is my moment. But I had no idea how I would achieve it because I knew I needed hundreds and thousands of dollars to get it. I didn't know what the price would be. I didn't know when it would come up for sale, but I knew I had to have that house. That house was mine. Now, at the time, COVID had started. So my husband lost his income. We didn't have an income source. So how on earth was I going to get this house? This is why I'm saying this process is powerful. So please listen to every part of it, act on it, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with anyone you know who really has some big goals and they're determined to get them. If I can do it, you can do it. Absolutely. So this is why I'm saying you are thinking, acting, and living from the future fulfilled. So firstly, what is the goal or the outcome that you want? Get really clear on it, write down the specifics, the big picture stuff, the dream, the vision, and there must be a deadline, a date that you achieve it. If you don't know the deadline, come up with something. That's what I did with the house. I came up with a deadline, a specific date, and a certain amount of money that I thought I'd need, and there was a buffer in there as well. You need it in order to plan backwards and work backwards and put this action plan in place. So secondly, think outside the box. Think possibilities and write them all down. No matter how crazy they are, don't prejudge them, write it all down. If you want what the 1% have, you have to do what the 1% do. And while things are up in the air, there might be many unknowns, there's still things you can do. There's plenty outside of your control, but have a think about things that you can take action on today, this week, this month. Things that will move you forward towards that goal. Things you can do proactively now. So as an example for me, I could do research. I could research what's happening in the real estate market. I could do loan research. If we could get a loan or finance, how would it work? And what do I need to put into place for that to happen? I could get my house ready to sell so that when I knew that house was up for sale, I was ready to put ours on the market as well. So it's all about being in the position so that you're ready to go when the opportunities come. I could work out ways to get money. Is there something I could sell or is there a way for me to make more money? It's quite funny because at the time I had an online business, but I was running it as a hobby. So when this happened, I'm like, right, I need to come up with a few $100,000 fast. I actually got serious about my business and started doing something. And I had another 50K profit month. So you can imagine that money went very nicely towards the house. But when you think possibilities, you see possibilities, you believe possibilities, seriously, everything shifts and miracles happen. You have I don't like the words power or control, but you really do have the power or the control over so many things that at the moment you may think you don't. So writing down that list, thinking outside the box, thinking of things that are possible, even if they're pie in the sky crazy, you haven't heard anyone else do that before, it doesn't matter. You know the saying, if you can dream it, you can do it. When you see things are possible, they are, and you come up with ideas and take action towards it. Your belief and conviction spurs you on and you seriously become unstoppable. Now remember, all of these actions are living from the future fulfilled. You have complete belief in your dream. In your mind and in your being, it is done. You are already in that dream. I was already in this house. Every part of my thoughts, every part of my being, I was living in this house. I'm not talking about visualization. This is a complete conviction. It's a whole knowing, like your whole body, mind, and spirit. You know that it's yours. Seriously, go to my channel. You'll see so many videos there on this transforming, like turning your life around quickly, having these miracles happen, having the dreams come true, like really taking your life to the next level and not being ordinary. If you're wanting the extraordinary life, are you willing to step out of the comfort zone, outside the norm? Thirdly, set up a document for your game plan. So choose whatever you prefer. It could be a piece of paper, it could be a spreadsheet or some other document. So somewhere for you to make a list of action steps, to date it, and to order it according to daily and weekly actions and priorities and deadlines. You can tick off when you've completed tasks, you can add new tasks and ideas. It's your absolute blueprint for success. So you'll be planning, tracking, and managing your progress. This is your game plan to get that goal. So the document needs to be dated and it's working backwards from the future fulfilled, from that achieved date. So what do you need to do each week to meet that deadline? So you're working backwards with your to-do list and every action on it. Even something as simple as phone this person. Like, don't leave any stone unturned. Put everything into this document. This is your dream. This is your life. So dedicate the time to do this planning and actioning. You want to be clear on the outcomes, the ideas, the vision. You want to be clear on what you need to do every day and every week to fulfill that dream. So you decide what level of detail you have in the document, but make sure you have one. It's your blueprint, your roadmap. So it means you will clearly see what you need to do. Living from the future fulfilled is a game changer. Fourthly, work out the key outcomes that need to happen and put them into categories or groups. For example, the few categories that I had are how to get money for the house, how to get my house ready to sell, real estate market research, and things to do with mindset, health, looking after my well-being. With a massive goal like this, I tend to be excited and stressed all at the same time. So I really need to do things on a daily basis for my mindset and peace. Now, I have plenty of resources for mindset and personal growth as well. So just go to the comments. You'll see links there to plenty of freebies, and seriously, make sure you share them with your friends too, because they're absolute gold. Fifth, break those categories into clear action steps and a daily or weekly plan with dates. So this is where the document comes in. It's going to keep you on track and it's going to make the plan clear for you to follow. So set it up so you can backtrack your action plan and clearly see the week by week milestones for you to achieve. So I'll show you an example. Now, I have an online business, but I'm not tech savvy, so I actually don't know how to share the screen. So I'm going to show you this document here. And if you want the document, just comment below so it can be sent to you. So what I've done is I've put the goal at the top very specifically, and then I've broken it into weeks and then into categories. So it means I have an action step for every category for every week. Now, some of those action steps might be just repeating something. As an example, doing market research and real estate research, that was every week. By doing this plan from the future fulfilled and working backwards, it means you can work out a timeline for what needs to be done, because some things actually need to be done in a particular sequence. So as an example, when I did things for the garden and selling the house, like, okay, one of the first things I need to do is work out the design. Then I need to plant things as soon as possible, because then they're going to grow over these few months. Then at some stage I need to do the mulch. So by doing this and setting up the weekly plan, it was just really easy to go, oh, I'll do that then, I'll do that then, I'll do that then. And it just all comes together nicely. But you also have thought of everything you possibly can for this dream to come to fruition. So you can write down what you've achieved, what you've done. You can write down notes, you can add things to it. It's a live document. It's not there to just look at. It's actually there to action, to be proactive, to be unstoppable on this mission of yours. Now, if you don't like using spreadsheets, seriously, just draw it up on a chart or something. So remember, with your game plan, A lot of it is working backwards. So this is the achieve date. So these are the certain things I need to do for that to happen. So number 6, do a 3-month plan. Even if it may take you longer to achieve that goal, just work on a 3-month plan at a time. Having a clear, structured and detailed plan like this, even as I said, getting down to the detail of, look, call this person on that day, call this person to us and that, set up this meeting, do this research, putting it all there, it just makes it clear for you. So it means if you get to a stage where you're stressed or you're overwhelmed or you're overly excited or you're worried, whatever, might be going on for you, it gives you that clear plan to follow. You can just come back to and go, yep, okay, that's what I need to do this week. Oh, and I'll do that in, 3 weeks' time, and I'll do that in 5 weeks' time, because that will, amplify my impact. Now, a few other tips. Be kind to yourself. Know you've got this. So keep in touch with me, watch all of my videos, be a part of my group, surround yourself with people who live possibilities. And I'll see you in the next video about transforming your life within a year.